incredible edible egg. The incredible edible egg. Absolutely dangerous. The incredible edible egg is dangerous. It's destructive, and it's nothing but an unfertilized chicken fetus. So if you don't believe in abortion, then why are you eating eggs? Yeah, the minister on the Rocky movie. Eggs. And yeah, I used to believe all these stupid myths about eggs. I remember my days. You know, brothers and sisters, the Lord chose the right one to do this ministry. Okay, the fact that I teach what I teach and that I eat the way I eat in light of how I was raised and what the myths I used to believe in, you know, it's akin to him choosing a murderer of Christians to become what they would consider the greatest Christian, apologist the world has ever seen, the Apostle Paul. You know, that is the akin to that. Man goes from murdering Christians to being murdered for being a Christian. And that's the same thing with me. You know, the amount of eggs I used to consume. But yeah, I used to do the raw eggs. And it's dangerous. It's destructive. It's wrong. And it's a sin. Obviously going too far in the name of Jesus. Shut your fat butt. It's a doggone sin. You don't have no solutions to the health crisis in our people. So shut up. You don't have no solutions to the health crisis in the world. We have to change something. We have to make the change. You're just you're whining because of the lust of your flesh. That's it. It's just your stubbornness because you worship food. I remember health coaching somebody. Ooh, I love eggs. Having the doggone orgasmic response to eggs. No, we worship food. That's the one world religion. It's the one world religion. I don't believe in the Christian and Muslim and Buddha and Hindu. No. It's the worship of food. It's the worship of the appetite. As soon as you give people the opportunity to make enough money, they stuff themselves with reckless abandon and develop an emotional attachment to food to where they don't want to give it up, despite all the obesity and the autism and the mental illness and the sickness and the breast cancer, the disease. They don't want to give it up. They don't want to give it up. It's an idol of the heart. It is the one world religion. It's the worship of food. And if you don't understand how animal agriculture is linked to forest fires, is linked to natural disasters, is linked to childhood starvation, if you don't understand that, then you need to watch the documentary, just one of many, Cowspiracy. You are living in extreme ignorance if you don't understand how animal agriculture even affects flooding. We're destroying this planet because of our appetites, because of the worship of the God of our belly. There's nothing I won't give up if I learn that it is impacting my health in a negative manner. That's stupid to hold on to something for dear life when it's not needed. God didn't say the eggs from the butt of a chicken shall be food for you. No, he was very clear, and he reestablished that, the most important, that Numbers 18, the whole wilderness, that's one of the most important stories in the whole Bible. It's one of the most important because it clearly shows undisputably that God wants us eating a vegan, plant-based diet. Very clear. Very clear. And there's more to it also to the manna. There's different ideas about what manna was. But one thing we know it was not animal flesh. It was not eggs. It was not milk or anything. It was a source of carbohydrate, which is what fruit is. And then others, as I have been teaching, but I'm looking more into it, that it was herbs that was then sweetened with honey, as the Bible describes. But I'm looking more into it. But it's amazing how we see what God put our people on when he delivered them out of the wilderness. He took them right back to the beginning, took them right back to plant-based, a bloodless diet, a diet that does not cause harm to God's precious animals and his creation. That's amazing. And you see the rebellion surrounding that. You see the hearts of the people that directly, specifically called out for animal flesh.
We feed the homeless organic fruits and vegetables. We feed the homeless. Okay, so we did have Brother Rollo Mitchell being given. Another anonymous giver has given towards the food drive that is next Friday. Okay, and there is no cap on that. It is very simple. The more we give, the more we're able to feed. Okay, the more we give, the more we are able to feed. So make sure, brothers and sisters, that is the first Friday of every single month. Then the second Friday of every month, we have the sanitary pad drive, but it is an organic sanitary pad drive. And we're the only ministry in the world that is handing out organic sanitary pads to poor, chilled girls living in the slums. The sanitary pad drive is between 3,000 to 5,000 because we at least want to pass out pads to 500 girls. If we want to do 1,000, then we will need 5,000 because the organic pads are much more expensive. So that's the second Friday of every month. And then, of course, on the 20th of every month, brothers and sisters, you all should know our African Orphanage Foundation, thankfully, because of a few anonymous givers, we actually for the first time reached the 4,000 target, and all praises to the Most High. So those are all the ways to give: Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, credit or debit card. So please do not leech off of this ministry. If you're tuning in to my voice, you are blessed. This is an elementary school we spoke at. We go there. We speak to these children for free. I need the funds to also purchase more of my books, so we pass these out for free. These schools are unable to pay us a single penny, and we go to the poor schools with the poor students to give them hope that they can rise, that as long as they commit themselves to the Lord and serving others, that God will give them the strength to overcome any situation they're in.
And you see what happened as a result. So I don't care how mad you get over the incredible edible egg. It's dead chicken fetus, it's unfertilized chicken fetus. You put an abortion in your mouth, and that's an abomination. And eggs are dangerous. It's dangerous. It raises your risk of type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and cancer. Okay. So in the 70s, they were focused. This is how stupid they've made people. You don't want to be a part of the stupid man. Look, in the 70s, eggs were considered dangerous because they were a concentrated source of cholesterol. But then everybody was against eggs in the 70s. But then all of a sudden, they knew that dietary saturated fat, they learned. The white people in control of the dietary guidelines learned that saturated fat is worse than cholesterol. So all of a sudden, the sheeple masses changed on eggs. See? So yeah, but if you get the eggs from the booty of from the reproductive organs of a chicken that ate nothing but grass, yeah, it'll contain a scattering of some vitamins and minerals. But look at the negative that you're getting. When anything good in that chicken fetus is only because of what came from the earth. So why not skip the third party and just go right to the soil? Okay, so eggs are not high in saturated fat, but they are high in cholesterol. They're rich in choline. Okay, they are rich in choline, but choline, which is important for brain health, but choline from animals has many negative health effects. And then eggs expose us to thousands of different toxins and pollutants. In long-term studies that use death as an outcome, intakes of just one egg per day is often associated with greater risk. For example, a pooled analysis of 55 studies found a 7% risk of death from all causes, 13 higher risk of death from cancer for each egg eaten daily. See, those are the studies that they found. Eating just two eggs per week, increase your risk of type 2 diabetes. Yeah, 2 to 4 eggs per week. Increase your risk of one of the deadliest, devastating diseases of all, type 2 diabetes.
The most important package that I have for this time is the Immune Support Emergency Stash. So this is when, not if, when the next deadly pandemic comes and when we're locked back down. You don't want somebody coughing in your household and they don't have anything for their immune system. This is the time to get it. It'll be impossible to have these in stock when the masses are panicking. It's already priced at 50% off. You don't need a promo code. Get your stash for your immune system. theministerofwellness.com, theministerofwellness.com. This is the second package that I have, the Black Health Disparities package. If you have comorbidities, you're not going to stand a chance. This package covers obesity, blood pressure, immune, diabetes with the blood sugar, and all diseases fall under inflammation. You get all 5. There's no promo code needed. It's already priced at half off, 50% off. No promo code needed. theministerofwellness.com, theministerofwellness.com. The big 5, brothers and sisters, that are the most important, that is absolutely essential, or you will be deficient. If you're deficient, you can't have an optimal immune system for the next pandemic. Vitamin D3 with K2, D3 with K2, B12, DHA, EPA, and zinc. Those are the big 5, and we have those 5 available, organic, high quality, and potent. theministerofwellness.com on the store, theministerofwellness.com on the store, or click the link in the description box and pinned comment section. You cannot eat fruits if you're infested with parasites. Those demons called parasites will sabotage your goals to be healthy. So the Minister of Wellness Ministries, we are affiliated with Zuma Nutrition. I have taken their parasite detox package with great success, and I know it will help you relieve vicious cravings so you can eat the medicine foods of God without it feeling like it's torture. theministerofwellness.com on the store to purchase the parasite detox package, or click the link in the description box and pinned comment section so the ministry can get the credit for your purchase.
And if you already have diabetes, egg consumption is linked to an increased risk of cardiovascular disease. A meta-analysis of 6 studies found a 70% increase in cardiovascular disease risk in patients with diabetes who eat 1 or more per day compared to those who eat less than 1. And then choline, cholesterol, and cancer. Each of these have cancer promoting properties. Higher blood cholesterol and choline are both linked to increased risk of prostate cancer. Higher egg consumption, more than 5 eggs per week, is also linked to breast cancer, fatal prostate cancer, and gastrointestinal cancers, especially colon cancer. Cholesterol is enriched in tumor cells, and cholesterol influences cell proliferation and migration, processes that are vital to cancer development. Choline is also enriched in tumor cells and have been implicated in colorectal cancers. Similar to carnitine from red meat, choline from eggs is metabolized by gut bacteria and then to the liver into a pro-inflammatory compound. Yes, called trimethylene N-amine oxide, TMAO, that contributes to chronic diseases, cancer included. Number one cause of death in black folk and all people the world over, heart disease. Number two, cancer. Number three, diabetes. Number four, stroke. Dead chicken fetus contributes to all of them. What happens if you leave the egg alone? It turns into a baby. It's dead chicken fetus. You're putting abortion in your mouth every time you crack that egg open. It's sick. A randomized controlled trial that tested multiple doses of egg yolks found that more egg yolk consumption led to greater TMAO production. Plus, egg whites are a highly concentrated source of animal protein. And animal protein, period. I don't care how you raise it. I don't care how you murder the animal. I don't care if it's kosher, halal, all forms of animal protein circulates IGF-1, a hormone associated with cancer promotion. And dietary cholesterol intake also contributes to atherosclerosis via an increase in oxidative stress, a decrease in endothelial function. That's the cells of the blood vessels following a high animal fat meal. After a single meal. And then you ain't getting your eggs from no chickens running around on no grass, even though that's still dangerous, but it's even worse when you get in your eggs, your dead fetus from chickens raised in these abominable, horrific factory farms. And then they're even worse with the toxins and the pollutants that gets transferred over into the eggs. I mean, they feeding these chickens the dead body parts of other chickens and rotten candy, and they shooting them up with all sorts of witchcraft. So what do I recommend? Ditch the dead chicken fetus. If you're against abortion, then you should be against eggs. And again, even 2 eggs per week is dangerous. So ditch it. No animal protein. Leave these animals alone. Leave them alone. Live your life in a manner that exudes the peace and love of Jesus Christ to all of God's creation. How about that? Okay, how about that? Eat your fruits, juice your vegetables, take your herbs. When you are going to cook, do your greens, beans, onions, mushrooms, berries, and seeds. The medicine foods of God. And according to the Bible, and this is a Bible-based ministry, the only source of nourishment for the human body comes from the soil.
We have everything in stock, brothers and sisters, except for the DHA EPA. It'll be back soon, but all orders are caught up. Our inventory is full. Listen, when you support the Minister of Wellness Ministries online store at the retail cost, it truly helps us out, because we use the profits to fund critical ministry expenses, such as funding our missionary work, financially supporting our small team of workers, and paying the thousands of dollars of monthly bills related to running this healing ministry. Running sales are great on rare occasions, but overall, they hurt the financial health of the ministry. I know you all love them, but overall, it hurts the financial health of the ministry. So please consider this next time you're in need of supplementation. The Minister of Wellness labeled and approved organic Irish sea moss, organic vitamin C, organic superfood powder, herbal extracts, and much more of the highest quality and potent, a brand you can always trust, but also you can have the peace and joy of knowing that every dime of profit is being used to support this one-of-a-kind revolutionary healing ministry. If you need help placing an order, please call 888-847-8026. That's 888-847-8026. Call or text that number, 888-847-8026, or you can visit our vast online store at theministerofwellness.com. Knowledge is power, brothers and sisters. Don't forget about your knowledge. I am the author of 5 books, Your Minister of Wellness, 5 books. Lose 100 pounds in 100 days. That's a book based on a real life testimonial. Help the brother lose 100 pounds in 100 days. His exact meal plan and exercise plan is in that book, along with the 12 components of food addiction at the end. Biblical principles that eradicate obesity and all disease. It covers the top killers and how eating healthy, change in what we eat, can help eradicate those diseases according to the word of God. Exposing the deadly slave theology of the black church concerning health and nutrition. Jesus will bless your junk food, saying grace under the new covenant. We don't need to worry about the dietary laws. These critical theological issues revolving food, nutrition, and our walk with Christ is covered in that book. Exposing the satanic religion of the you-know-what. Such an important yet controversial book, I can't even show the cover on the screen. And then the latest book that I made right here for the motherland is The Homosexual War That's Being Waged to Remove Africa from God's Divine Protection. TheMinisterofWellness.com under books, TheMinisterofWellness.com under books, or call 888-847-8026. Call or text 888-847-8026, 888-847-8026. The Minister of Wellness Complete Detox Package, brothers and sisters. I created this package specifically to help detox from the medical decision. You should realize I'm being very careful in using code language, and all toxic overload that taxes our system, weakens our immune system, I put together. I had this before due to extreme censorship. I had to use wisdom, and I had to bring it back in a different manner, but it is backed by popular demand. You get the very powerful immune support, detox, gut health, mental health, reduce inflammation, the Irish sea moss, the dulse seaweed, and then you see that spot there, my book. Again, I have to be smart and use wisdom. This is the book that I have exposing the medical decision, and it has the full detox plan for the medical decision. And this is all of them, all of these poisons that we've taken since our childhood, the overload of toxic exposure that is taxing our system. This is my complete detox package. TheMinisterofWellness.com, TheMinisterofWellness.com, or call 888-847-8026, 888-847-8026.